And I'm back with more Spirit of Justice. Super fucking cold, still. But I'm still doing videos today because I got gloves on. Yay! I can handle the cold. 2 more days of this shit, and the weather in Minnesota is going to turn into the 40s. So, let's get this shit done, shall we? We investigated the Archie Buff study, and now we gotta go back to Khura'in village. It's confusing because both exist in this episode. Khura'in village, huh? Alright. Talk. Okay. Good day to you, citizens of Khura'in village. My name is Paul Attishan, and I want your vote. I'm totally not a politician. Wow, that's really loud. Look, something's coming this way. Politician, savior of Khura'in has come to... Ah, it's you people! Apollo, what is that strange conveyance coming this way? Right, left, halt. Oh, God. It's one of those, what do you call them? Palanquins? So, you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there? What a bunch of shady-looking characters. And you aren't? I take it you knew the doctor? What a foolish question. I've memorized the names and faces of the entire electorate. That's politic words. I know politics, I totally do. After all, I'm the man who's destined to become king of this fine nation someday. Who are you? And what do you mean, king? Ignorant fools! I am the Paul Attishan! I am soon-to-be eminent politician, a man whose name will go down in history. You should be ashamed that you've never heard of me before. Is he really that famous a politician? Not that I know of. I'm running for a seat in the local council right now. I guess even Jerk Q Public has to start somewhere. But my election is a sure thing, I'm told. After all, my grandfather was a famous politician with untold influence. Oh, so he's one of those people. In short, I'm the chosen one, the golden boy, the powerhouse of politics. And rider of this grandfather's coattails. Are you blinded by my majesty? Go ahead, bask in the resplendent glory that is me, the chosen one. Sure. A pleasant day to you, good people of Khura'in. I am Paul Attishan. It's time to reclaim the glory of Khura'in together. A convenience store on every corner, a karaoke bar in every home. I hate it when people say karaoke. A vote for Paul Attishan is a vote for a happier, hopier Khura'in village. Turn off that eternal racket, you fool. It's a stain on your grandfather's good name. Thank you, good sir. Your support is appreciated as always. I guess he's one of those people who only hears what they want to hear. In other words, he's a monopolitician. Now, where was I? Oh, right. You were in the doctor's house. Just what in the world were you doing there? Is this what you ride around in when you're campaigning? That's right. It's perfect for the narrow roads and steep hills here in this village. It has a top speed of 5 miles per hour, but it suffers from serious reliability issues. Namely, these imbeciles tire out too quickly. We'll try harder next time, sir. Poor guys. They're exhausted and covered in sweat. The Attishan family has been in politics for generations, even back in the old country. Really? My grandfather, Abe Attishan, was a prominent member of Congress, and he was born right here in Khura'in. There isn't a person alive who hasn't heard of him. All I asked was about his palanquin. You must have heard of the Addisons. I've even reviving our old country's campaigning style. Politics aren't really my thing. Is he? I don't recall ever reading about them at school. Feh! Young people today, you people need to pay more attention to politics. Sure. You're barking up the wrong tree. I haven't paid attention in 40 years. I'm not going to start now. As long as you don't take away my Social Security money every month, I don't give a shit. Which I don't know if they legally can do. I'm disabled, so I don't know if they can. But I wouldn't put it past them. But don't give them any ideas. Anyway, so what business do you have with people? What did you people have to do with Dr. Buff's house? He was gonna transfer ownership for the Founder's Orb to us. It's a sacred relic from the Kingdom of Khura'in. The Founder's Orb, so you tried to get your hands on it, did you? Wait, what do you know about it? I know it's mine, that's what. How do you figure that? Because I know it's not the Founder's Orb. Its real name is the Crystal of Ami Faye. Crystal of Ami Faye? That's right. It's been passed down for generations in the Addison family. Until it was stolen, that is. But just when I had zeroed in on the culprit, the doctor hid it away and then kicked the bucket. So you're saying Dr. Buff stole your family's heirloom? That's not what Dirk said. Strange. But I've been told the doctor himself said that he had the Founder's Orb. It's all that weird foreigner's doing. He filled the doctor's head with nonsense. Nonsense like the Crystal of Ami Faye being the Founder's Orb. Weird foreigner? What do you mean? Is this the foreigner you were talking about?
Take that!
Yeah, he's definitely weird. Yes, that's him. I thought so. Now we really gotta find that. Do you know where this guy is now? I imagine he's at the detention center by now. I called the authorities after I found him hiding in my dog's doghouse. What? That buffoon. Well, at least we know where he is now. Let's head over to the detention center, see what he knows. So you really are after my crystal? No, we're looking for the Founder's Orb, and we got an agreement to prove it. Well, just so you know, you're not going to lay a finger on it. It's mine! It's mine, mine, mine! I intend to give it to my benefactor. If I was so inclined, I could have him sound like that. I intend to bring it to my benefactor! You know, that would... Your benefactor? No. I like the way I was doing it before. But he is that smarmy mama's boy, daddy's boy kind of person. It's... My benefactor is ready to support my rise to the pinnacle of the political world. They have immense influence here, you see, and I intend to harness that influence. So you're just gonna give your family heirloom away? That's right. It's a purely political decision. In exchange, your patron will get the people of Khura'in to vote for you. Eminent politicians are skilled at leveraging all their connections. Isn't it illegal to buy votes? Fuck if I know. Well, good luck with that, I guess. Ah, just you wait. Paul Addison will reign supreme someday. Well, you do you. I'll be in the corner minding my own business. Dats, what the fuck are you doing? Hey! Yikes! What's he doing under the desk? Fall cogs of the corrupt regime! I got nothing to say to you! That's it to me, Dirk. Oh! Dirk! You're a sight for sore eyes. I knew you'd come save me. Well, this is another fine mess you've gotten yourself into. My bad. At least the grub here is pretty good compared to the prison back home. Get 3 square meals plus a place to sleep. Why don't you join me? No thanks. They just send me back to Khura'in where I face immediate execution. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be so good. Looks like he's still the same too. Long time no see, Dats. Huh? Hey, you look kind of familiar. Apollo? That's really you, my boy? A to the J, grown up and whatnot. How you been? Fine, and you? You look good, besides the incarceration and all. Those horns! Horns? Grown up, just like a stag. I can't take it. You really haven't changed a bit. Anyway, there's something we need to talk to you about. Sure, pull up a chair. I got all the time in the world. Slammer's like a second home. Really not bad once you get used to it. He's rather laid back for someone in police custody. Okay, Dats and Dats and Dats and Dats and Dats. Hello. Dats, was what the doctor had really the Founder's Orb? Absolutely positively! The doc was sure of it. Really? Because someone from the village is calling it the Crystal of Ami Faye. He also claims you were filling the doctor's head with lies. Ha! That ain't true. Doctor said he was sure it was a real deal. All his fancy research confirmed it was the Founder's Orb. So that Paul Addison character was lying? Imagine that, a politician who lies. I bet he wants the orb all for himself. I wonder who's telling the truth. Well, take a look at this. It proves the doc believed he had the Founder's Orb. Let me see that. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons, if I will come to no harm. See, I got it all down in writing. But Dats, why does it say, if I come to no harm? Sounds like he was scared of you. Dats, did you threaten the doctor in any way? No, you got it all wrong. It was the doc's friend. He told me the old man told us rebels were dangerous. It's his fault the doc thought I would hurt him. Sounds like the work of that politician. Really made a mess of things. What have you done now? Nothing. I'm innocent, I tell you. It all started when that dog-faced cop tried to question me. He looked so funny. I started laughing at him. That's when they came after me. It was hilarious, I tell you. I mean, a human police dog? How funny is that? Right. So what happened after that? They caught me hiding in a doghouse. Dang Pooch ratted me out. I guess that's what I get for laughing at one of his doggy comrades. Sounds like the dog's got the last laugh. Dats, weren't you even cleared of those jailbreak charges? And your capture by Lady Kira deemed unlawful? Yeah, but the cops here don't seem to like me anyway. What are the charges this time? Unauthorized entry, something like that. They think I'm an illegal alien. I can't prove otherwise. I lost my passport. Is there any way they'd let you go? Not without my passport. If only I had it. Dirk, AJ, you gotta find it! Alright, we'll find it. One more thing to add to the to-do list. Wait, his passport. I don't know, maybe his suitcase. Oh, about the orb's whereabouts. Maybe the doc's kid knows something. The doctor had a kid? Yeah, a bit of a shut-in, though. Poor thing's own bedroom has become like a self-imposed prison. A shut-in? Sounds like it'll be a challenge just to get a conversation going. Time for your questioning. Follow me. Ah, it must be lunchtime. Today's fried chicken, if I'm not mistaken. You'll get your lunch if you behave yourself. Dirk, AJ, I'll see you guys around. Our only lead now is Dr. Buff's kid. But luring a shut-in out, it's not gonna be easy, I know. Well, back to blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, it's you again. Looking for Mr. Wright? He was just here a second ago. He was? What was Daddy doing here? Good question. He said he was looking for something. Did he say anything else? Let me think. Something about how his ride never showed up at the airport. Yeah, that was it. I guess Athena really did get lost. What's Daddy doing all the way out here in the first place? Can't be looking for us since no one told him we'd be here. Well, if you're here to take another look around, be my guest. I have other work to do, so if you'll excuse me. Of course, thanks. First and foremost, we better find Datz's passport. Should also have a word with Dr. Buff's child. Hey, is it just me? Or is there something new in here? Oh, you mean that thing? Yeah, we should take a closer look at it, too. Let's not forget about Datz's passport. It should be around here somewhere. That's a suitcase. Maybe his passport's in there. It's no good. It's locked tight. Should have asked him for the key. Okay, rotate right. What's this? Model helicopter? Don't you know anything, Apollo? It's a drone. They're all the rage right now. They were over New Jersey at midnight and causing all sorts of trouble a couple months ago. I bet it belongs to the doctor's kid. We need to ask them about the orb's whereabouts. But luring out a shut-in isn't going to be easy. What are we going to do about Datz's passport? Probably right there inside his suitcase, but we can't get it open. Why don't I take it over to Dat so we can unlock it? That way you guys can continue looking for the orb. Good thinking, Tracy. Okay, here I go. What the... This thing weighs a ton! Let me try. Jeez! How can a suitcase be so heavy? Is it filled with bricks or something? Knowing Dats, he probably packed his dumbbells in there. Certainly too heavy to lug all the way to the detention center. Let me take a crack at that lock. What are you gonna pick it? There you go. That was fast. A lock is like child's play to me. Especially all the wrongly imprisoned compatriots have busted out. You've sure seen a lot of action for an ex-lawyer. And here we go. That's his passport. I'll take it over to him. Thanks, Trucy. No problem. Now you guys enjoy some quality father-son treasure hunting time, okay? See you later. Well, there she goes. I wish it wouldn't make such a big deal out of the whole family thing. Father-son time, huh? Been ages since we've had a father-son talk, huh, son? Yeah, well, over a decade. So, how you been? Oh, fine. I'm fine, I guess. Is that so? Well, fine is fine by me. Okay. Man, what do we talk about now? Get down! Hit the dirt! What the? Ah! What the? Ah! Oh crap. Speak to me! Say something! That smarts. You maggots! What do you think you're doing invading buff airspace? It'll be a scorching day in Siberia before you get past me, you yellow-bellied yahoos! Whoa! You can talk? What kind of drone is that? Ah! Drone nothing! That's Sergeant Buff to you, soldier! You get that, you lowly grunts? Who the what now? Buff? Sound like the doctor's man's behind the controls. Or the doctor's son. He's controlling this thing? Apollo, let's play along for now. At least until we can get the information we need out of him. Got it. Sergeant Buff? Sergeant Buff, sir! You forgot to say sir! Ain't you ever seen a war movie before? Oh, right. Let me try that again. Sergeant Buff, sir! That's better. Much better. Now state your name, unit! State your name, unit, and rank, soldier! I'm Apollo Justice. I serve at the Write Anything Agency. And my rank is fledgling lawyer, sir? Affirmative! Private Justice! Private? Listen up, diaper baby! Your commanding officer's orders are absolute! Disobedience means a one-way trip to the firing squad. Do I make myself clear? Sir, yes, sir. Good! We might make a man out of you yet, Private! Now for you, Cyclops! Oh, you want my name, unit, and rank, too? Dirk Sodmati. I command the rebel group Defiant Dragons, and my rank is leader, sir. Excellent! Welcome aboard, Commander Dirk! Wait a second! What's with that ridiculous mop you call a head? Soldiers should be clean cut. Sorry, this is my signature look. Shit! Fine, I'll get a haircut before I ship out. Listen up, you! It's kill or be killed out there in the battlefield. No place for leave-in conditioners. All you got is your life, and you're lucky to have that. He's oddly obsessed with field survival for someone who never goes outdoors. This is gonna be harder than I thought. Nerd! Maggot! Okay, talk. Are you controlling that drone from your room, sir? Affirmative! But I can see everything you do in here. 10 huts, soldier! Wipe that stupid look off your face! I'm gonna whip you sheltered peaceniks into shape! With what? Your charming personality? Look, it's got a camera and speakers, too. And that's not all, Commander! I got a weapon stick! With these arms, I can cook and clean, too! Speaking of which, Private Justice, you're on latrine duty! Snap to it on the double! As if I don't see enough of that toilet back in the office. Okay. Receive the drone, location of the orb. That thing's pretty handy. Us Defiant Dragons could use one of those. It is a fine piece of hardware, isn't it? I modified it specifically for siege defense. Siege defense? You mean how you won't leave your room? Man, Apollo has no tact. Holding up with a stronghold to defend an enemy is an age-old military tactic. A timeless strategy still applicable to modern warfare. I hope you're not trying to mock the wisdom of my forefathers. It meant no offense. It's just an observation. Says the greenhorn who ain't even discharged the firearms got something to say, does he? Sorry, it won't happen again, sir. Darn tootin'! Now state your intentions! Stupid greenhorn, dumb fuck! Anyway, we had an agreement with your father. He promised us to hand over the Founder's Orb. What? Papa promised you that? He did, but he died before he could tell us where it was hidden. Now we have no idea where it is. Oh. Huh? Papa, why'd you have to die. It was an unfortunate accident. I'm sorry for your loss. If it helps at all, I know how you feel. Ah, shit! What do I do now? You insignificant maggot! What would an unseasoned rookie like you know how I feel? First I lost Mom, and now I lose Papa! You lost your mother too? She's been gone for some time now. I'm all alone now. All alone. So, you can see when I'm trying to break character for a reason. Sergeant Buff, would you tell us more about what happened to your mother? Ugh. I don't want to dig into this. This is kind of cruel. Mama passed away about 6 months ago. We were still living in an apartment in the city. Back then, I'd yet to engage my siege defense strategy. In other words, something caused him to withdraw from the world. It was arson. It happened so suddenly. Then before we knew it, our apartment was a sea of flames. Mama and I were trapped inside. But help never came. So Mama cradled me in her arms, kicked out a window, and jumped! She did what? She was like a walking, talking Medal of Valor. My mama was. She delivered me safely to terra firma with a perfectly executed PLF. It's a 5-point landing technique used by paratroopers to land safely on the ground. Sounds like a superhero or something. But from that height, she suffered massive injuries in order to protect me. She died so I could live! Mama! Man. I don't know what to say. And the person who started the fire? He was immediately apprehended. They say he was standing outside laughing while the building burned. At least justice was served. I hope that brought you some solace. I've lost both of my parents now. You can't possibly know how I feel! Papa? Poor kid, it's hard losing both your parents at a young age. You must really feel alone now. Oh, Paul. I imagine you know what he's going through. I do. The road to recovery begins by talking with someone who suffered the same hardship. I know you got something that shows you understand. Sergeant, sir, would you please take a look at this? What do we have here? It's a photo of my father. I wasn't even a year old when he died. In a fire. What? And like your mother, he died in an arsonist blaze. But in his final moments, he managed to save an infant son. Private Justice, you've suffered a loss just like mine. I have. And that's why I know how you feel. But you still have your mother, don't you? No, I lost her too. What? She disappeared after the fire. I don't know if she... Oh, she's still alive. I don't even know what she looks... Oh, you do! Wow. Sergeant Buff, his experience is much like your own. If anyone can understand the sadness of his heart, it's... of your heart, it's him. Attention! I salute you, Comrade Justice! You are no longer a private in the Buff Army. Henceforth, you will be a corporal. Corporal? Congratulations on your promotion, Corporal Justice. I'm just glad it seemed to cheer him up a bit. Wow, tea and snacks? Let's toast to your new stripes! And call me Sarge! Don't be shy, we're a band of brothers now! Now's a chance, Corporal. Ask him about the Founders. Getting way too much of a kick out of this. Sarge, sir, do you have any idea where the orb might be? It was here in Papa's study until last night. But he said he was going to hide it somewhere. He mentioned something about a shady character being after it. Where do you think he could have hidden it? Somewhere in the village, I guess. He said he'd found a suitable hiding place for it. So it was here last night? Until he went to hide it somewhere in the village. The only question is where. Maybe he left some clue here in the study. Let's search the place again. We should also find out more about Dr. Buff. Might steer us towards the hiding place. So, Sarge, what was your father like? Papa was as kind as Mama was courageous. His whole reason for moving to the countryside was for me. Wait, what do you mean? I initiated my siege defense strategy after Mama died. Papa was so worried about me, he moved us here to the countryside. He thought the fresh air, blue skies, and natural surroundings might alter my tactics. What a fine father. He even quit his position at the university to move here. He did? He did! He gave up his beloved research position just for me! A parent must be prepared to sacrifice everything for his child. That's what Papa said! Well, I'm feeling about 2 inches tall right about now. There's no one in the world I respected more than him. But that just makes his passing all the more devastating. Papa, may you continue your beloved research up there with the angels. Alright. Examine shoe rack. Okay. It's a shoe cubby. These shoes look like they belong to Sarge and his dad. These boots are a little damp. And it looks like there's something inside this one. Maybe Dr. Buff wore them last night? Might lead us to where he hid the orb. Let's take a closer look. Ah. Something's giving off a soft glow inside the boot. It's too dark there to see what it is. Okay, so... examine laces. Oh. Might get a better look inside if we undid those shoelaces. Okay, there we go. Looks like some glowing moss. Could have come from wherever the doctor went last night. Might gotten in with some of the mud. Might be worth checking into, if it'll help us pinpoint where the doctor hid the orb. Okay. Examine monitor, examine email. This computer could provide some useful info. Travis, password protected. Dirk, you're good at getting into places you're not supposed to. Don't look at me, I don't know the first thing about computers. Ah, leave it to me! A modern-day warrior must be well-versed in technology and have mean pride. After all, he who controls information controls the battlefield. Excuse me. Clickety-clackety, clickety-clack. Boop. Yay! And I'm in. Looks like modern-day warriors have mean keyboard skills, too. Okay, let's see what we can find. Clickety-clackety, clickety-clack. What's this? An email message? Oh, this is interesting. It's a research report to whoever asked the doctor to study the orb. Here, I put the data on this. Take it and use it well, soldier! Okay. Examine books. The one's right next to the coat. Sarge, sir, do you ever read these books? Why, of course I do! Soldiers must have extensive knowledge as well as fighting prowess. I'm learning all I can each and every day in preparation for the big battle. Big battle? You know, for when I go back to school, I need to be up to date on every subject. Stuff like, you know, the latest comics and Hollywood gossip. I see. What about reading, writing, and arithmetic? Well, I'm rooting for you, Sarge. Thanks, I'll try my best. Okay, that was weird. Examine coat. It's a raincoat, huh? It's a bit wet and there's fresh mud on it. Must mean he wore it recently. Indeed, maybe even as recently as last night. Sarge, did it rain here last night? Negative! There wasn't a cloud in the sky! But how did this raincoat get all muddy and wet? When I saw it last evening, it looked pretty clean and dry to me. That means it got like this later at night? Good eye, son. This may very well turn out to be a vital clue. Okay. Pyramid. Pyramid power, yay! Aren't these the doctor's glasses? Yes! They're Papa's reading glasses! He said he'd been having trouble reading lately, but those glasses seem to help. Reading glasses. I'll just hold on to these. Dirk, don't tell me you're having trouble reading too. Perish the thought! I just don't want to leave any stone unturned. Okay, let's go over what we learned so far. Wherever it was that Dr. Buff went, he needed a raincoat. Where some of this glowing moss grows. Any ideas where that might be? Negative, comrade! Hate to say that my intel's a little thin on that one. I've been occupied with my siege defense strategy ever since we moved to the village. Well, son, it seems we got no other choice. We're gonna ask the locals if they know a place like that. Well, that'll be for next time. Whew. Good progress today. I'll see you in the next episode.